Shalom. I want to make a lesson off by giving all praise, honor, and glory to the Heavenly Father, Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai Bahashem Kakodash. Double blessing and honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who taught me this truth through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. Back up with another lesson through the spirit in transit right now. Shalom to the whole elect of Israel, pushing this truth. Man, a lot of big things continue to go on in the news, man. And I know we say this a lot, but it's just the point of time that we in right now. You know, it's a few things doesn't happen today or within this past day. You know, NATO and Russia are going back and forth with each other. So we're very close to seeing, you know what I'm saying, that conflict becoming bigger and bigger. You know, you have what just happened at the UN meeting. It was either UN or NATO. I want to say UN. Yeah, it was UN, Salaki, not NATO. The UN meeting, you know, with Benjamin Milikowski. I haven't watched that, but I did hear that when he was speaking, you know, other leaders walked out on him and stuff like that. And that's just showing, man, that these countries are not taking the bullshit that, you know what I'm saying, these so-called chosen ones or 48 fakers, they're not taking that bullshit no more, man. And excuse my language, but it's just a simple fact. These nations are not afraid no more, and the Lord is about to put the spirit on them to come against America, as well as, you know what I'm saying, the small hats. So we just got to sit back, you know what I'm saying, and continue doing our job, which is warning the people and bringing forth prophecy, man. And it's all going to unfold like it's supposed to. With that being said, the topic I'm going to be talking about today, which it goes in hand with something else that happened yesterday that I seen, but I didn't end up watching the video. I seen some clips on it though. Britain to introduce compulsory digital ID for workers. And when I read that, I didn't know what compulsory meant, but thankfully in this graphic it gives a definition. It says the government has announced plans to introduce a digital ID system across the UK. Now, mind you, we've done videos on this. I know I've done videos on this, multiple videos, when they was talking about implementing it, right? And now they've implemented it with Prime Minister Sir Keir Starmer saying it will ensure the country's borders are more secure. The IDs will not have to be carried day to day, but they will be compulsory for anyone wanting to work, right? And continuing on, it says the government says the scheme will be rolled out by the end of the parliament, meaning before the next general election, which by law must be held no later than August 2029. Okay, which we're not going to be here that long. I don't believe that. I don't think we're going to be here that long. So it's going to have to happen before then. That's a whole nother 4 years, right? The word compulsory means required by law or a rule. Obligatory. And as you can see, they have a digital ID graphic. So that happened. Then there was something with Palantir that happened as well, which is like the little AI, this American software company that develops data analytics platforms, known for its AI-powered Gotham and Foundry systems used by intelligence agencies and governments and stuff like that. So let me see, it was on YouTube. Where is this graphic at? 86 million accounts frozen overnight. Around 86 million bank accounts were closed in Vietnam in February 2025 as part of a government initiative to combat fraud and cybercrime by requiring all accounts to be verified with biometric data. Remember, I've went into biometrics. What does that look like? Because a lot of that stuff, like we say, man, is a part of gradualism. Biometrics. Some examples of biometrics would be, you know what I'm saying, Face ID. People use Face ID every day and not even realizing that that's a form of biometrics, and basically your phone or your technology learning more about you. Me personally, I don't use Face ID. I don't like the shit. I never liked the aspect of it, right? So that's one thing. Face ID. Thumbprint, you know what I'm saying? That used to be a big thing. That shit used to be cool when iPhone still had the middle button or whatnot. You know what I'm saying? Use your thumbprint to log into your phone. You know, tracking devices, cameras and stuff like that, CCTV, all of that stuff. You know what I'm saying? There's cameras everywhere nowadays. We're in the digital age, so it's literally cameras everywhere. They got cameras in your TVs. They got cameras in your routers and stuff like that. Like facial scans and fingerprints. What did I just say? And I said that without even looking at what was below that, by the National Digital ID, right? This is their plan. The government wants to know everything about you. They already know everything about you outside, but very soon they're gonna want to know everything about you inside out, right? They're gonna want to know everything about you inside out. So, as it reads, man, he's going to uphold himself as God in the temple of God, thinking that he is God, right? This man wants to control others, wants to know everything about you, your thoughts, everything, inside out, just like the Lord. That is their plan. That is their goal. It says, like facial scans and fingerprints by the National Digital ID. Accounts lacking this verification or deemed inactive were shut down, though the funds remain inaccessible until the required biometric data is provided and verified. So what does that mean? Unless you have this, unless you comply with what the government got going on, you cannot touch your money, right? We've seen cases of that happening, right? Within this past year with different banks, some over here in America and whatnot. I can't remember the exact cases of what was going on, but this is just a small form of something bigger to come that we've been talking about, man. So, what is the digital ID, right? What is this system? You know, in Australia they got a point system. You know what I'm saying, that they've already implemented. UK ID says digital ID. It's not gonna be long until America follows suit. You know, Donald Trump had just gave that speech talking about AI and stuff like that. I can't remember exactly what he said, but it was something big concerning AI. Let me see if I can look it up. Donald Trump. AI. Okay, Donald Trump. I don't know what to look up now. Donald Trump. New AI action. Goddamn, so like I'm finna get off the main road so I can get a little bit more time. New AI action. New AI action plan. Following the release of his AI action plan in July 2025, Donald Trump policy outlines a strategy centered on accelerating innovation, building infrastructure. Right? He got that millions of dollar AI thing he had just announced when he first took office. And asserting American dominance. So like asserting American dominance in international diplomacy and security. The plan focuses on deregulation, countering perceived woke ideological biases in AI, and promoting American technology exports. So we know that the world is moving towards digital. Everything is going towards digital, man. So with this digital ID, you know what I'm saying? America, you got to realize America is a little bit behind. I don't even want to say a little bit. They're a lot of bit behind when it comes to other parts of the world on a lot of things, right? And in that aspect, one thing they behind on is this digital ID. They supposed to have been rolled this out. They just now rolling out real ID, which is it is kind of like a startup form of that, a lesser form of it, you could say, because that's what's gonna lead into, you know what I'm saying, digital ID is the fact that they implemented real ID. That digital ID is gonna come after the real ID. So you gotta watch out for that. And then after the digital ID, you know what I'm saying, after you can put this in you can hold this in your digital ID, your social security, and you can hold your you know what I'm saying, your birth certificate, and you can hold your driver's license and all your credit cards and all this, and your debit cards and all this other stuff, right? You can hold all that in one place, and it actually be accepted as a form of payment, as a form of identification, right? After that, it's gonna turn into what? See, this is what that type of stuff look like, man. This would be, you know what I'm saying, a sample of what it looks like, or what it could potentially look like, right? You know what I'm saying? Look up Australia. They got a point system to where you can't log on. You can't log on to the internet if you don't have these certain forms of identification. We've been telling you that these things were going to come to pass, but for one reason or another, you all seem to think that this is a game, or that we're not telling y'all the truth about this whole ordeal, right? And if you can't get it, then it's just not for you, man. Simple as that. The Lord does not want you to be able to get it. And if that's you, then you're shit out of luck. But we've been telling y'all that these things are going to come to pass. And if you think that this isn't going to come to America, then I'm going to be the first one to tell you right now, you're a damn fool. You're a fool, man. You really are. If you don't think that this stuff is going to come to America, you're a fool. It's just plain and simple. I've never seen a conjoined cul-de-sac before, I'm going to be honest. This is kind of crazy. But after they do that, man, what do you think, you know what I'm saying, the digital ID is going to lead to? All roads lead to the same thing. We've been saying this. all those roads lead to one thing, man, and that is the end goal, which is the motb, and that can't be implemented until all hell breaks loose. You see, they've been trying to get you all riled up and stuff like that from these different events that's been going on, whether it be, you know what I'm saying, the CK incident, whether it be, you know what I'm saying, there's global uproars across the world, man. And that wickedness, I don't even want to say that wickedness. Not that wickedness, but those same perils, right? Those same troubles, those same hard times are going to spread to America. The mother of it all, the mother whore, is going to spread back to her. All the wickedness, all the iniquities that they spread. And by they, I mean America. All the iniquities, all the wickedness that she has spread to the other nations, all the evil doings and the corruption and all that stuff is going to come back to her tenfold, man. All the things that she's done to the other nations, and especially to her brother, you know what I'm saying, the Israelites, the things she's done to her brother, Jacob, and the things that they've done to us as a people, the Israelites, man, it's going to come back upon their own head. That's why you have Edomites now catching hell, and they don't know why. Edomites catching hell, and they don't know why. The Lord is allowing this to happen to you all. And not only is the Lord allowing it to happen, the Lord is the one who is carrying it out. So very soon, man, this is a big step forward. Whether you know it or not, whether you believe it or not, this is a big step forward, man. The fact that they just implemented it and made it mandatory for those who want to work. Who doesn't want to work? Shit, everything in this world right now is going up in price. So you have to have a job. Most people have to have 2-3 jobs in order to even survive. Right? It's getting harder and harder out here, man. Just was looking at a graphic again last night showing the cost of living in 1970 versus the cost of living in 2025. And I sent it to a brother because a lot of these older cats, they swear that the younger generation, we don't do shit. We got it easy, right? We're lazy, all these other things. And when people say shit like that, I just know that you're ignorant. And I'm going to tell you how I know that you're ignorant. I know that you're ignorant because if you can say that and not realize that stuff back then was cheaper than it was now, we're going through inflation and very soon, Lord willing, hyperinflation, and the fact that the amount or the rate of the price of things going up versus the rate of the price of, you know what I'm saying, the amount of money that you make is not going up at the same rate. It's not a linear graph. You know what I'm saying? It's not the same. It's not happening at the same rate. The price of things is going up way faster than I done got lost in this fucking neighborhood. The price of things is not going up as quickly or at the same rate as the price of other things are going up. If you can't realize that, then you're just, again, a fool, right? He said something like the price, the amount of wages that we make went up like 6%, like times 6 since 1970, but the cost of things has went up like 20 times, man. Like something crazy like that. There's less and less jobs. And I always say this, man, going back to my main topic, I always say this, man, you know, What do I always say? Shit, I done forgot now. Yeah, I always say this, man. I always use it as a reference. The Wadi Al Hashim Al Shah. Just as those same perils spread in Egypt in the ancient times, back in the old days, it's gonna happen the same way. Everything, the earth is mourning right now. If y'all can't see that, the earth is mourning. The earth is going through birth pains as well because of the people who are destroying the earth. You know what I'm saying? Destroy those who destroy the earth. Earth is mourning, and it's really coming down to the end, honestly. The more and more these Edomites create destruction on our earth, man, it's just like every day we're getting closer and closer. That's why I always say what I say, because it's true. Every day we get closer and closer, man. Closer and closer to salvation. Every day these Edomites do some dumb shit, fucking themselves up. Or they do something that's just going to lead to our salvation. So, I don't want to keep on rambling on. Lord willing, this information update was edifying to those out there listening and watching. You know what I'm saying? All roads lead to the motb, man. Just remember that. You got to have, you know what I'm saying, you got to have a shit hit the fan scenario for all hell to break loose. They've been trying to bring that to pass and have been unsuccessful. Why? Why they've been unsuccessful? Because the wisdom have departed them as a whole, as a people. So it's becoming, like I say, man, Esau Edom is continuously getting exposed, and it's happening quicker and quicker. So I don't know if they're gonna have to do something spectacular in order to actually get people to believe that, you know what I'm saying, shit's hit the fan or all hell breaks loose scenario is actually happening. So whatever that is, who knows? But just know those who listen and watch and learn and who are actively out there doing the work are not in the dark as others are. So the Wadi Al Hashim Al Shah for that, because that's also a blessing. So Lord willing, this lesson was edifying to those out there listening and watching. I'm about to figure out how to get out of this neighborhood. Call Lord Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai Bahashim Rakakudash. Double blessing and honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who taught me this truth through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai. And until next time, I say Shalom Israel, Shalom. And as always, we're one day closer to the kingdom, man. Keep pushing, keep pushing, keep pushing. Shalom.